Welcome all of you in online classes. Today we shall discuss problem related on analytic function in BSc third year classes mathematics. First problem is, for which value of z the function defined by the equation z is equal to sin hyperbolic u cos v plus I times cos hyperbolic u into sin v means w is equal to fz u plus iv ceases to be analyticity. In this question, find the point where function fz u plus iv is not analyticity, where z is equal to sin u cos v plus I times cos hyperbolic u into sin v. First, in the solution, note that sin I x is equal to sin hyperbolic x is first formula, and in the second formula cos I x is equal to cos hyperbolic x is second formula. These two formulae is very important for solving this question. Therefore, from formula first, sin hyperbolic x is equal to I times sin hyperbolic x. Sin hyperbolic x is equal to 1 by I sin I x, here multiply by I numerator and denominator is equal to I divided by I square sin I x is equal to the value of I square is equal to -1, therefore putting this value here, and is equal to minus I times sin I x is regarded as equation third. So with help of equation third, I want to explain to z is equal to sin hyperbolic u cos v plus I times cos hyperbolic u sin v formula, in particular case sin hyperbolic u plus iv. So sin hyperbolic u plus iv. In this extension, used to the formulae second and third, also first. Therefore, this is equal to, by the equation third, is equal to minus I times sin I in bracket here x is replaced by u plus iv, because in this formula sin hyperbolic u plus iv is equal to minus I times sin I times an angle is u plus iv here, so putting u plus iv is equal to minus I times taken outside from the bracket, and in bracket I multiply with u plus iv and bracket open, so is equal to sin I u plus I square v in the bracket is equal to minus I times in bracket sin, here putting the value of I square, the value of I square, note that here I square is equal to -1, therefore putting I square is equal to -1 in this formula. So sin I u is plus I square v is equal to minus I times sin I v, here write first real means minus v, after then real I plus u v, so it is also right in the form I plus u minus v, and explain with the help of trigonometrical formula sin a minus b, that is equal to sin a into cos b minus cos a into sin b. So with help of the trigonometrical formula, explain to this equation sin I times u minus b, here I u taken as capital A and v taken as capital B. So apply the formula sin a minus b, according by that is equal to sin A means IV into cos B means V minus time cos A means cos IU into sin V. Sin B means capital B. So here applying the formula sin A minus B, sin A into cos B minus cos A into sin B. After this, use to the formula first and second. In the formula first, sin Ix is equal to I times sin hyperbolic x. Here x is replaced by u, therefore sin Iu is equal to I times sin hyperbolic u. By help of first formula, sin Ix is equal to I times sin hyperbolic x. So I times sin hyperbolic u, here x is equal to u into cos v minus cos Iu by the help of equation second, formula second. In the formula second, cos Ix is equal to cos hyperbolic x. So cos hyperbolic u into sin V write directly because it is not dependent on the hyperbolic function. So total is equal to I times sin hyperbolic u into cos V minus cos hyperbolic u into sin V. That is, write in the simple form sin I times sin hyperbolic u plus IV is equal to minus I times and minus I times, multiply by minus I times is equal to minus I times in bracket minus I times in bracket sin hyperbolic u into cos V minus cos hyperbolic u into sin V. In this formula, multiply by minus I, so I times multiply is equal to minus I square minus I times sin hyperbolic u, I times sin hyperbolic u into cos V minus cos hyperbolic u into sin V. So multiply by minus I and after bracket open minus I is equal to I square sin hyperbolic u into cos V minus plus I times cos hyperbolic u into sin V. I square is equal to minus 1, therefore putting the value of I square minus 1. So minus and minus is equal to plus sin hyperbolic u plus IV is equal to I square plus 1 sin hyperbolic u into cos V plus I times cos hyperbolic u into sin V. In the question, z is equal to sin hyperbolic u cos V plus I times cos hyperbolic u sin V. So according by question, you can put sin hyperbolic u cos V plus I cos hyperbolic u into sin V is equal to z. So it is implies to here write one times but given z is equal to sin hyperbolic u into cos V plus I times cos hyperbolic u into sin V. So in the formula fourth, RHS side is replaced by z according by question. So sin hyperbolic u plus IV is equal to z, but u plus iv is represented by w. In the question given, w is equal to fz is equal to u plus iv, so is equation 5th. Also given in the question u plus iv is equal to w. Therefore, putting the u plus iv is equal to w in equation 5th, then sin hyperbolic u plus iv is replaced by w, so sin hyperbolic w is equal to z, is represented by equation 6. It is implies to w is equal to sin hyperbolic inverse z is equation 6. So in the equation 6, the value of w is equal to sin hyperbolic z, and taking one time differentiation of this equation with respect to z, then is equal to taking differentiation with respect to z both sides, then dw by dz is equal to d by dz of sin hyperbolic inverse z is equal to 1 divided by under root 1 plus z square, is represented by equation 7. So in the equation 7, differentiation of w means f z, so it is also write as f dash z, f dash z. F dash z is equal to sin 1 by divided by under root 1 plus z square, which is the value of function f z after differentiation with respect to z. For Cz in the question ask that what is the value of z for which function f z is Cz, means this function will be Cz if f dash z does not exist. Therefore, by definition of Cz, if f dash z does not exist, then function f z will be Cz. Therefore, for this purpose, here putting denominator of f dash z means under root 1 plus z square is equal to 0. So putting 1 plus z square in under root is equal to 0. Taking square root both sides of this equation, then it is represented by z square is equal to minus 1, and after this the value of z is equal to plus minus I. For this value of z, given function f z is Cz. Therefore, it is answer of the given question. You can write for z is equal to plus minus I, given function f z is Cz. So is complete solution of the given question. Consider next question. In question second, prove that the function e to power x times cos y plus I sin y is holomorphic and find its derivative. In the question, given that function f z is equal to e to power x cos hyperbolic cos y plus I times sin y. Here, question is prove that this function is holomorphic, means prove that this function satisfies CR equations, then this function will be analytic, and after then is called holomorphic, and find also derivative. So in this question are two questions. First question, prove that function fz is equal to e to power f cos y plus I sin y is satisfied by CR equation, means is analytic function and after then holomorphic. And second part of the question is its derivative, means function find the derivative of differentiation of function fz. So right here given function fz is equal to e to power f cos y plus I times sin y. Here putting, but w is equal to fz is equal to u plus iv. So from this you can write that w is equal to u plus v, fz is equal to u plus iv is equal to e to power f cos y plus I times sin y. Here given function fz is equal to e to power f cos y plus I times sin y, but you know that function fz is equal to u plus iv in analytic function cases. Therefore here fz is replaced by u plus iv and you can total write that fz is equal to u plus iv is equal to e to power x times cos y plus I sin y multiply by e to power x and bracket open. After this is equal to e to power x cos y plus I times e to power x sin y. So it is represented as u plus iv is equal to e to power x cos y plus I times e to power x sin y. U plus iv is equal to e to power x cos y plus I times e to power x sin y after bracket opening and multiply by e to power x. So e to power x multiply by cos y plus I times sin y is equal to e to power x cos y plus I times e to power x sin y. U plus iv is final result. U plus iv is equal to e to power x cos y plus I times e to power x sin y is equation first. Notice that. And after comparing the real and imaginary parts of equation first, it implies to u is equal to e to power x cos y and v is equal to, v means coefficient of small I, here coefficient of small I in left hand side is equal to v and right hand side is equal to e to power x sin y. So v is equal to e to power x sin y. Here write e to power x sin y is represented by equation second. So in equation second, the value of real part of function fz is equal to e to power x cos y and the value of imaginary of function fz means small v is equal to e to power x sin y. What these real and imaginary values of function fz satisfy to CR equation, because if here satisfied both satisfied to CR equation, then function fz will be analytic function. So taking partially differentiation of equation second with respect to first I want to taking partially differentiation of these two values, real values and imaginary values, which are represented in equation second with respect to small x. So del u by del x is equal to del by del x e to power x cos y is equal to, here taking partially differentiation of e to power x cos y taken as constant so taken outside from the differentiation, is equal to cos y and del by del x of e to power x. Then by law of differentiation of e to power x with respect to x is equal to e to power x. Here write cos y e to power x into cos y. It is represented by equation third. So in equation third, the value of del u by del x is equal to e to power x cos y. Notice that. And after then taking partial differentiation of imaginary part, where is imaginary part is small v is equal to e to power x sin y. So here write and del v by del x is equal to, putting the value of v in this partial differentiation, v is equal to e to power x sin y, which is represented in equation second. So putting the value of v e to power x sin y divided by del x is equal to, here sin y is constant as, so taken outside from differentiation and write sin y del e to power x by del x. Differentiation of e to power x with respect to x is equal to e to power x. So putting this value of differentiation and is right in the form e to power x sin y is represented by equation 4th. So in equation 4th, partial differentiation of imaginary value of small v with respect to x is equal to e to power x sin y. So del u by del x in equation 3rd and del v by del x in equation 4th is complete. After then taking partially differentiation of equation 2nd with respect to y. So taking partially differentiation of equations 2nd with respect to small y. First with respect to small x, after then taking partially differentiation of equation 2nd, means real value and imaginary value with respect to y. So here del u by del y is equal to del by del y, putting the value of real value of u, which is e to power x cos y, e to power x cos y is equal to, here taking partially differentiation of real value u, means e to power x cos y with respect to y. So e to power x is as constant, so taken outside from differentiation e to power x and write del by del y of cos y. Differentiation of cos y is equal to minus sin y according by differentiation rule, which already learned in inter classes. So is equal to minus e to power x sin y is represented by equation 5th. So in equation 5th, partial differentiation of real value u is equal to minus e to power x sin y, which solution this is complete, because here e to power x is constant, so taken outside and only taken differentiation of cos y, but differentiation of cos y is equal to minus sin y, so is equal to e to power minus x sin y is value of del u by del y. And taking partially differentiation of imaginary part v is represented by equation 2nd with respect to y. So here write del v by del y is equal to, putting the value of v del y, putting the value of v from equation 2nd is e to power x sin y, e to power x sin y is equal to, here one time again differentiation with respect to y, so e to power x constant, so taken outside from differentiation e to power x del by del y sin y. differentiation of sin y is equal to cos y by differentiation rules, therefore is equal to e to power x sin differentiation is equal to cos y is represented by equation 6. So in equation 6, the value of del v by del y is equal to e to power x cos y. Now consider 4 equations, equation 3rd, equation 4th, equation 5th and equation 6th. Our total 4th equation considered and write here from equation 3rd, 4th and 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Is clear that del u by del x is equal to del u by del x is equal to e to power x cos y is equal to del v by del y which is represented by in equation 6 del v by del y is equal to e to power x cos y. So from equation 3rd and equation 6 is clear, the value of del u by del x is equal to e to power x cos y is also equal to del v by del y. So it is represented to del u by del x is equal to del v by del y is equation 7th. Equation 7th is